So, as promised, I have a dentist in Canada with me today.
Hi everyone, I am an international dentist who came to Canada about 2 years ago. So I am a level 2 dental assistant, licensed dental assistant here now. I am an NDAEB trainer as well.
So, you have all the right credentials for somebody who wants to know how do I become a dentist in Canada from India.
I will be glad to share all my mistakes and my journey that I've been through here in Canada.
Well, that's what I do on my channel. I share all my mistakes, so hopefully somebody can learn. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into the questions. As much as I know my audience, the first thing they would want to know, how much money can I make being a dentist or working in the dentist profession in Canada?
So as a dentist, any person who is starting as an associate dentist, that's where we all start, as a graduate or a newcomer or a newly licensed person. So they are going to earn around 100K annual basis as a starting salary, and then it can go up to 200K being an associate dentist. Okay.
Wow.
Now, once you own your own practice, it's going to start from 200K up to 300 on an average, and then it's going to shoot up more than that.
That's amazing, actually. Like, you would be in the top earners of Canada if you're making that kind of money.
Absolutely.
Right? I can confirm that because if you go to a dentist and get a coat, it's like $3,000, $5,000 for even the most basic process, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah. So my next question is, since you mentioned level 1 and level 2, for somebody who doesn't know anything.
Okay, I'm going to lay down all the kinds of dental jobs. It's a lot different what we have back in India or Pakistan, Afghanistan. It's a lot different. In Canadian dentistry, we have dentists, specialist dentists, general dentists, all kind of dentists top up there. Below them, we have dental hygienist. After a highest paid job, you have the hygienist, for which you have to go through a college and everything to get license here. Then you have the level 2 dental assistant. So to answer the question, what is the difference between a level 2 versus a level 1? I'll categorize it to 3 things: the opportunities that you get, the scope of the job, and the pay. A level 1 dental assistant, according to the scope of the job, they do everything that is chair side assisting. You do everything like, helping the dentist in terms of assisting on the chair side, helping with the sterilization, everything that is there on the periphery of the whole treatment, you are in charge. Now, a level 2 person is also allowed to do certain procedures that is there intraorally. And the second thing is you are allowed to take x-rays only if you are a level 2 assistant.
Oh, okay.
Level 1 is not officially allowed to take x-rays. It is entirely a regulated thing in Canada. India or our home country, we take back and forth. We take x-rays just like that, right? Yeah. But here it is so much regulated and they have so much rules around it. You have to be licensed. Second thing is salary wise. A level 1 dental assistant starts with the minimum wage. So 17.75 is the minimum wage. Can go up to maximum $20 per hour, not more. In a dental office, you can't take x-rays. You can do majority of the job, right? So there will definitely be a level 2 dental assistant whose starting salary will be 25. It can go up to 30, 35, depending on what province and localities you're working in. So that is a salary difference. Now, job opportunities, again, you might have already guessed. As a dentist, right, I would definitely look to hire a person who knows to do everything, who can officially do everything. Right. So level 2, once you get licensed, your job opportunities spike a lot. Tremendously. At level 1, you're on the base level. You have to fight for scraps of jobs that is there, places that no one wants to go. You'll get jobs there. Yeah. Opportunity wise, level 2, everything level 2 is much better, but you can start with level 1.
Understood. So I think I have a follow-up question there. You said a license. So what is the name of this license? What's the cost of this license? And what is the average duration to get this license?
Okay, so let's start with the name of the license. It's called the NDAEB. I know everyone is so familiar with the NDEP, that is the National Dental Examination Board for the dentist. So NDAEB is the licensing exam for a level 2 dental assistant. And we as international dentists or international professionals, we have the opportunity to just clear the exam and directly become level 2 without having to go through the degree or the college route in Canada.
That's amazing. Yeah,
you can directly get into that. And the fact that not many people know this is why, so many dentists come here and they're still struggling and
Mhm.
getting into like, odd jobs like
Of
Tim
course, yeah, yeah.
there not many people know this. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's why I am here to like promote that license. You come here as a dentist, work as a in the dental field, at least that is your stepping stone. So the NDAB license conduct these exams like 4 times a year. It is more frequent than the dentist exam. You have 3 stages. First one is equivalency. The second step is a written exam, is a piece of cake. Having said that, you still have to do a small preparation, like a 1 month 3 week preparation. Then you have the final one, which is your practical exam. Now practical exam, again, as a dentist, it's much easier. The skills are everyday basic things that we do in a dental office. Pretty much everyone fails the first attempt.
Oh, really? Is that?
Yes, that's the most like silly thing, right? Like it's so shameful to say I failed a dental assistant.
as a dentist? Okay.
They're going to look a lot of factors in the periphery to determine whether they can let you work or not. That's where I think I started training international dentists for the practical exam in 2023, and then we train them like how to prepare for the exam. And it's so easy to train them because they know the skills. Then they're good to go for the exam. And
amazing.
these are the 3 steps, and you clear the exam in 6 to 8 months, all of it.
And the cost of all of this procedure is approximately?
All of it, if you're going along with training, you're going to spend around $4,000 to $5,000. If you're not doing training, it's going to stay within $3,000.
Okay. Now, before I move on to the next question, I want to tell everybody that you help everybody prepare for their exams and all of it. So what is your platform? What is it called? How do we contact you? And who should contact you and who should not contact you?
I have an Instagram page. It's called Dentist in Canada, and the username is Little Things in Canada.
Links in the description, so anybody who wants can check it out.
So there, I collect as many questions as possible, like from every one of you dentists, and try to answer like what all doubts you have. So I have like ask me anything, and I ask and try to get questions, and I answer all of that, like whatever you want to know. I think majority of the questions are already answered there, apart from this full-fledged video. Now, apart from that, I train at Kennedy Dental. Okay, I'm an NDAB trainer there for the practical course. We do both in Ontario and BC. If you are in between, we have students who come from other provinces, stay for 5 days, do the course and go back to their province. And the way you're going to contact me is through Little Things in Canada Instagram page. You can DM me there. I am available there.
Amazing. That Ask Me Anything part of your Dentist in Canada page, this is how I found you. I'm like, this person is giving great in-depth, to the point, straightforward knowledge. So this person needs to be interviewed. Like literally, that's how I found you. My next question is, I'm a dentist in India. I'm making okay money. What are my next steps? I want to live in Canada, practice my profession in Canada. What should I do? Where should I start?
Great question. So I think unlike other professions, the switch from being a dentist in India to Canada is a long, tedious process. So I would say start from your mindset. I think pretty much everyone know who is planning for Canada that you have to be prepared to level down a little bit in order to get at the highest level. Because the way you practice in India, you're going to earn like 10x, even 50x here in Canada once you become a dentist. But that you have to spend a lot of money. What you can prepare from India, and again, I'm going to tell according to the levels and years and even the jobs. So let's say you want to start as dental assistant. So you can prepare for, you can take your West credentials. So for PR, you're using the, I think, immigration IRCC 1. Licensing, you have to take the course by course report in West. Okay, that's a type of report. Second thing you can do is you can apply for your equivalencies. Okay, both for the dentist license as well as the dental assistant license. You can apply for the equivalency sitting there in India. Third thing is you can also start preparing for the exams, both the first exam of dentist and the dental assistant exam, the written exam. Like I said, it's very easy. Yeah, I think these are 2 things pretty much. Assistant and the dentist, you can prepare both on the same level.
Okay, I have a follow-up question. You said apply for your equivalency. Where do you apply for the equivalency? Like, is it with the government or it's a separate organization?
It is with the organization. So you're going to apply for the dental assistant, you're going to apply with NDAB. For the dentist, you're going to apply with NDAB. Since we are talking about that, I'll give you a little hint. If you have already applied for your NDAB equivalency and you have got the approval for that, you can just put that same paper for the NDAB and they will consider it. You don't have to do the VAS all over again. Okay, so if you are approved for dentist, you are approved for dental assistant.
Of course, yeah. Now, I have another follow-up question on that. Is
Hmm.
there a PR pathway? Like, is it easier as compared to other professions? What's the PR situation about this whole thing?
So I'm pretty sure you already know, like PR, everything, immigration has been changed a lot. But yes, there is still a pathway. I think the one that they ruled this month, they still have healthcare incorporated into that. A tip that I would give is to boost your score, take French on the side as well.
Of course, yeah.
That will boost your score. And doctors, come to Canada on PR because you have that privilege. I know, like some people, they just want to be here earlier. They try to apply for the student pathway, come here earlier. But the struggle here as a student, if you don't know what his journey,
Been there, done that, yeah.
it's a lot. It's so tedious because, see, we as dentists, we already have to go through the licensing, which is a different process itself. So I don't want you to go through both the student struggle plus the license struggle. You can try to minimize that, like, and you have that opportunity to come as PR as dentist. I came on PR. You can keep like 1 to 3 years of experience and then apply for PR. Better than me, there is a different another person who does the entire process, and he specializes on immigration for dentists. He's an international dentist himself, and that is Dr. Abhijit Patel, and his page is International Dentist in Canada. So I'll share the link for that. You have a consultation call with him. If you are a student in Canada, is I think $25. If you're calling from India, but like sponge everything out of him. He has lots of information. So ask anything and everything, get on with a call with him and get information about the PR.
That's amazing. And I think that's a very unique and good advice that I've heard in a long time, that don't come as a student.
Really?
Don't make coming as a student your first priority if you already have the credentials back home. So it sounds harsh, but it's kind of tough love. That, hey, try to come directly as a PR. Anybody who's watching, this is not immigration advice. Rules change every single day. Literally, they change. So do your own research. And we're just trying to show you what to research on, not as to exactly what to do, right? Because rules are so dynamic. Okay. So when I was researching, I ran into HARP, HARP. What is HARP? Is it something relevant to us or no?
We have the NDAB process, right?
Okay.
Remember I told like we have level 2.
Yeah.
Who is allowed to do x-rays.
Yeah.
In Ontario, you are still not allowed to do x-rays even if you have NDAB. Okay, so listen closely. NDAB allows you to take x-rays, period. Not in Ontario.
Okay.
You have to take on top of that HARP certification in order to be eligible to take x-rays.
They just added a little added another obstacle for you to, okay.
But that gives you an added advantage in Ontario. You can be a level 1 without NDAB certificate, but you can just go take the HARP certificate and get a job.
Oh.
Because now you can take x-rays.
Okay,
right?
That's very helpful.
So like I say, like, I know we have a lot of obstacles, but turn every obstacle into your advantage, right? Go take HARP certification. Okay, and start your job, because every dentist would love to hire you because you can take x-rays for a patient.
I think that was my next question, that can I start this profession without any license?
Yes.
So I think you answered that.
Yes. Now I'll give you one more hint. There is another training center that does specifically for HARP. They have recently got government fund to give out HARP course for free for students.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that is only a 1-year thing. I think 2025 to 2026. Again, I'm going to send you a link for that. Guys, this is a golden opportunity. Go take that course. You're getting HARP certification for free, which usually costs around $2,200. It's a 1-week thing. You get that and you can start applying for jobs.
Okay. Now my follow-up question is how to prepare for my NDAB exam.
For the dental assistant one.
Yes. So give me where you come in. If somebody was trying to do it on their own without any help, like what's the difference?
Yes. So I'm going to give you 2 options, right? Like by yourself and then with the training. You're starting with written exam, then following up with the practical exam. Written exam, like I said, it's much easier, so don't break your head, but study a little bit. Okay, so there is a textbook called Modern Dental Assisting for level 2. It's a purple book, and I think they have the 13th edition right now going on. Okay, but edition like few here and there doesn't matter. That is your Bible for NDAB. written exam. Okay, you study that book, you're good to go. Having said that, that book is around 3,000 pages. So that's a lot to study, like for a person. So that's why, like, we have a course for that. Like, you have like a couple of questions that you can go through. Do those questions and you are good to go for the exam. As easy as that. So again, at Kennedy Dental, there is like course packages where you can do either just the questions, MCQ questions. Okay, there's another package where you have questions and then you have mock exams. So if you want to do a trial round, okay, can I finish those questions in 3 hours? You can take with the one with the mock. And if you want additional support from the trainer and tutors, you have another package for that. So I recommend someone, like, if someone is not having job, they can just do the textbook and go. If you are working already here, or if you have other things to do, you can just do the questions on your phone and you're good to go for the exam.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yes. Now, practical, I really recommend everyone to take the training, not because I'm the trainer, okay, but also I want them to understand how the exam goes. Okay, taking the whole thing again is so stressful. Once you don't clear the first exam, you have to wait 6 months to get onto the next exam, and that's a lot. Like, you could have started earning $25 per hour in that time. So that's a lot of time waste and gap in your career, which I don't recommend, because we as dentists, we have long way to go. We don't want to waste even a single month in that. Let's say if you are not able to come to Ontario or BC or do the training for whatever reason, right? We still have a course for online option where they should have accessibility to a dental office to do the training by themselves, hopefully, but we can give you the tips and tricks for the exam. Okay. Now, let's say they cannot do that as well, online training as well. I would say NDAB has given an evaluation sheet and they're going to mark on that sheet. That should be your Bible to study. It's going to be hard to judge, okay, how do I do this exactly? It's hard without the training, but at least that is your baseline to start with.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Good to know. Good to know. Like, of course, nothing can replace an experienced trainer, obviously.
Yes.
But if somebody doesn't want to go that route, you have that option available as well, that where you do trial and error. Okay, that's amazing. I asked most of my questions. I have a couple of follow-up questions.
Yes.
So when I start as a level 1, level 2, in how many years, ideally, can I become a proper dentist?
Oh, good question. So the dentist licensing pathway, I'll talk a little more detail into it. We have 2 pathways. So one is the NDEB pathway. The second is going back to college, university. Now, I'll tell the pros and cons of that: cost, time, duration, everything. So when you do the NDEB pathway, you have 4 exams. You have AFK, Assessment of Fundamental Knowledge. Okay, that is 200 MCQs. You have to do at least 8 months to 1 year preparation for that in a coaching center, which costs $6,000. Okay, so that's about $7,000. Exam itself is $1,000. If you clear that, you go to the next exam, which is the ACG, Assessment of Clinical Knowledge, where they're basically trying to test how you're good with judging, diagnosing, treatment planning, those stuff. Once you clear that, then you go to the last and final and the toughest exam, which is the practical one, and it's called the NDEEC. That exam itself has 2 parts, which is day 1 practical. You have to perform 8 skills and show. Day 2 is where again they want to test your ethics, communication with the patient, how you diagnose and judge and act on an emergency situation. They're going to find out, like, assess you on that on the day 2. Once you clear this, then you have the last exam, which is OSCE. It is again on ethics. A lot to do about how dentistry works in Canada. Once that is done, you become an NDEB licensed professional, ready to practice as an associate dentist in Canada. Now, here's a catch. Even after clearing the NDEB, you're still a BDS. Now, if you want to see yourself as a DDS, then you go back into college. For the NDEB process, all of these exams, like I said, each exam takes 8 months to book. The seats are minimal, okay? Sometimes you might not get seat in Canada. You might have to go to the US to write the exam. Like, so limited. Right? And then the time, like, especially when we are like females and even men, right? Like, they have family things coming in between. You're going to put it away. Okay, I'll write the next year. I have seen doctors 5 years into this licensing process, their kids have grown, still they're not practicing dentist, right? I have seen that. So that can happen with NDAB. But if you want that flexibility, go for the NDEB license.
Okay.
Okay. The total cost for that is going to vary around 30,000 to 50,000 along the 5 years. Now let's talk about DDS. When you're going to DDS, one, the number of colleges are limited here in Canada. Okay, so you have that catch. But the best thing I love about going through DDS is that 2 years in and you are out as a dentist. There's no wait, you are not flexing anything, no flexibility. You go into college, finish that, get out, 2 years, you are a licensed dentist.
Okay.
Plus, you are a DDS professional now, not a BDS, not bachelor's. You are doctors of dental surgery. Okay. The catch is you have to spend a lot. Becoming a DDS, it's going to be 2 years where you don't have to do all 5 years that we did back home, right? You have to do just the third year and fourth year. Last 2 years, the total cost is going to be 300K, 100K for 1 year tuition fee. The material, instruments, that is going to charge like 20,000 a year.
Okay.
Your living cost.
Okay.
All of it, like I summed around like 300 to 20K.
That's a serious kind of investment.
So you need to have that investment in mind. But the good thing is there are plenty of banks here who is ready to give you that loan.
Of course, once you're a PR.
Once you are a PR, yes.
So that's why that initial advice comes in, that it makes more sense if you start as a PR.
Yes, you have a long-term plan and you have like, okay, I can do this. I have that flexibility to go into both.
Yeah.
Get into that as well.
And that certainty of status, like certainty of legal status, really gives you that confidence to plan 5 years ahead, right?
Exactly.
As somebody who is on a study permit, you don't know what's going to happen next.
And good thing is, Piyush, like if you are a dentist, right, you can easily pay off that loan. It's not that hard. Like, a few years you can pay off that loan. So, I mean, why not? Keep your options open.
Yeah, I think all the questions that we asked today, anybody who had the question, how do I become a dentist in Canada? I'm sure they have more answers now than they have had questions before they started watching this video.
Yes.
Right? Obviously, there's no one singular video where we can cover every single topic for every single one, but I'm sure this is the right direction that somebody can start researching in, start checking out your page, get some basic questions answered, and if they are ready to take the plunge, of course, contact you for their next steps, right? Once again, what is your Instagram? Where should they contact you? Anything that you want to plug here?
So again, my Instagram page is Little Things in Canada. The name is Dentist in Canada in there. I always post Ask Me Anything on my status, so you can just type in your questions, even if it is as silly as like, I got an interview, what to prepare for tomorrow, right? Like those things also, because I've been through a lot of jobs, right? I have tried dental reception, I've tried dental assisting, I've tried marketing in a dental lab.
Wow.
Like the kinds of job that you can do, it's endless, but you should know where to look. Okay, so feel free to ask any kind of questions, DM me. I might get back a little late, but I will eventually get there. Okay?
For sure, yeah. And just so all our viewers know, this is not a sponsored video. I just found her very helpful, and she had the kind of knowledge that my viewers would appreciate. That's why we are doing this. We have no, this is not a sponsored video. I don't know why it seems like one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Anybody who wants to check her page out, get in touch with her, all the links will be in the description and the pinned comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.